And we're live.
Yo. Welcome back to the Watchers Podcast. WATCH Hard ERZ.
Makes me laugh every time. Hard ER.
Episode 55.
55, ladies and gentlemen.
AKA 55.
Watchers Podcast. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Not Snapchat.
Not Snapchat. No.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
No,
maybe. Well, actually, I'll save it. But yeah.
we're working on some things that we're going to be a little bit more accessible now.
So, to my left.
Tavon, Tri-State_tip on Instagram.
To my immediate right.
Smitty Green Giant on Instagram.
Smitty went through 65. I was like, what happened right there?
I wait for you to turn my headphones
Smitty went through 65 on Instagram.
Where's Jay on Instagram?
And I am Tiger Helly 19 on the Snapchats, IGZs, Facebook by way of the government, Jason Williams. Follow the stripes. So,
How's everybody's week?
I had to work.
Another week gone.
Yeah.
Productive.
Closer to the holidays.
I got inked again.
How many tattoos you got?
I lost count after 14,
Well,
I think.
I'm scared to get one.
Do anybody else got tattoos?
I retired.
You got some though?
No.
How you retire? You never.
I retired before I started.
I have been trying to get at least these two to go with me for years.
I'm scared. I'm just scared to do it.
Well, you great pay the piper soon.
I think all my body modifications are done. I have both ears pierced, and the only body modification after that is just losing and gaining weight, and that's it.
Okay.
Happy
Got real
thing.
specific.
I was gonna say to the viewers too. Happy Thanksgiving.
But I do design tattoos
we
if anybody needs something drawn up.
Yeah, that's been like
Might take a long time, though.
the past 6 years.
His side hustle.
I asked like one time just to
Oh, yeah, I'm on the Mickey Mouse.
for a mouse, and this was like when Jace was 7, and here he is almost ready to turn 11.
You heard?
Turn my headphones up.
What?
Where y'all want to start at this week?
You want to start with some entertainment?
Let's start with entertainment.
Tabloidy type entertainment?
Sure, let's go with it.
Let's start with Will.
Ooh.
Let's start with Mr. Smith.
Yeah,
Now, we recently talked about Jada
I missed that.
and what she's been doing and talking about lately. But now we're getting more people coming out saying other different things about Will that I kind of, I don't know, kind of feels like
I missed this one.
people that know you in your personal life and all that, and are close to you, should, kind of respect your privacy or whatever you got going on with your life. Because if you want to say something out in the public, you should be able to be the one that announces that. So I don't know. There's some allegations of him and some extracurricular activities with some other semi-well-known actors, and I kind of feel like it's their business. If it's true, it might not be true. Who knows? But it ain't my damn business.
Yeah. Again, it's all allegations at the moment. So
Y'all gotta refresh me. What's going on? I don't pay attention to this
so
kind of stuff.
something came out that apparently somebody walked in on Will Smith
Wasn't it his former assistant?
and Dwayne
Martin
getting it in.
Oh, I remember. That's
Ex-husband of Teacher Campbell.
That's old news, though.
It just came out this last week.
Yeah.
Resurfaced.
This particular instance that happened came out last week.
I'm on a mindset.
It's been rumored for a while.
I was about to say that, but it's allegations. But If it is, that's his business. I mean, it's really what he does with him and whoever. That's his own business. I just don't like the fact that it got outed. It should have came from him instead of
But
a block site.
It's legit though, right? Is it legit?
That's the
Nobody
question.
knows.
Nobody
the-
knows.
Oh.
It's the assistant, so you'll know if he's disgruntled or
He or she.
But even if he's living a lifestyle that he wants to live, that's his business.
They said former, right? Former assistant.
I would assume so.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
take it
believe
as-
Definitely former.
And look, I read, if he wasn't then, he is now. So
yeah, and I'm pretty sure old girl said she gonna sue.
Tasha K and
No,
Who's Tasha K?
I have no idea who that is.
the blogger that the site. What
yeah,
I'm
I
talking
did.
about Miss Tupac. She was-
Jada Shakur.
I blame this all on Jada. It's all on Jada.
But yeah, we'll leave it at that until whatever else develops from that story. But yeah, that kind of started the week. I feel like it was kind of early on, and it got overshadowed by what the rest of the week unfolded.
Diddy said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. So
Turn my headphones up.
Yeah. Did y'all see the meme where it
Take
said-
that. Take that.
It was him and Cassie. And it said, if I send you this picture, it means I want my money tomorrow.
She got paid because that allegation happened that day. Diddy sent an American Express check to
Yeah, so
He remember she got
Go on.
videos on her phone.
going over that, Cassie, former Bad Boy. She was on Bad Boy, right? Mm-hmm. Bad Boy R&B singer. I used to have a big crush on her.
I think everybody did
I did.
at some point.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't.
She claims that Diddy was abusing her during their relationship. Which, remember, at first everybody kind of knew they was together, but they tried to act like they weren't. But everybody knew. She was young as hell when
I was
she
just
got.
going to say there was a significant age difference.
Yeah, she was young
big
when she
one.
got up.
Yeah, they got about a 20-year age difference.
Probably bigger than that.
Yep.
But yeah, she sued. She sued him for, I don't know, damages, or I don't know how that works.
It was about like 30 million. From
The
what I
damage?
I don't know if the number.
That's what it was.
I don't know if the number came out, but leaks of what was written up got out, and again, allegations, guilty until proven innocent type deal. But
Some people confirm that some of that stuff happened.
yeah, and personally, I'm gonna say I believe it. What 50 Cent is saying, he said whatever they say he did that shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
because it's crazy. Because
Accusations.
when you start,
they're all accusations.
you start you start listening to stuff that he was saying himself.
250? Or did
No, Diddy.
Oh, okay.
And doing back then, like even going back to making the band, and you start looking at shit and listening to some of the stuff he was saying, it's like, yo, I think he did that shit. not to mention, I believe he had something to do with Biggie's murder. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
Whole other
But
topic.
Yeah, and it's you have to walk on eggshells when kind of discussing this, right? Because you don't want to do borderline shaming her as well, right? But part of me wish she spoke up about this sooner than now, because then it comes out like. But you, just think about it though. What you can argue that she, isn't living the lifestyle that she had with me, and now she just wants money.
You throw
Right.
that in there.
And again, I personally believe everything she said. However, there's also a part of being complacent in going along with something in exchange for money. So again, let's look at what happened. The lawsuit came out,
And they settled immediately.
settled immediately.
So
So she took the money
and just going about her business.
and went about her business. And so
That's the only issue that a lot of people are
it's
having.
like, oh no, don't let it slide like that. Hold people accountable. Hold people. You yourself have to put that money shit aside, because at the end of the day, you're gonna look like you was just doing it for the money again. And you may have not been okay with what happened, whatever that happened during that period.
Let's see it through.
But you also probably stayed because of the lifestyle. So at what point are you not also accountable?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he held her. I don't know the relationship, but unless he held her by gunpoint and told her she can't go nowhere, I'll
That's
kill
a whole
you.
different discussion that you're having right there.
At some point, I just wish things went a little bit differently, and we were exposed to this. This was how long ago?
God,
At least
So
10 years.
10 years ago, maybe a little longer than that.
And that's when they first started talking. I don't know, but
They was messing when 106 and Park was on still, right?
right. So I think she
that
said
was
she was 19 or 20,
And
and
he
she's
was-
like in her 30s now.
Yeah.
So for 10 years, you let him get away with a lot of stuff. And I'm not trying to victim blame or like shame her about it. I'm just playing devil's advocate. He could easily just said, well, she's not living a lifestyle she used to live with me and wants money, blah, 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 blah. Because where was this at?
So why didn't he do that then, Tay-Bro?
Because he was like, I got the money. Here you go. That's what you wanted, right?
He did it for what reason, though? Come on, man.
He did what?
He hushed her up for what reason?
He didn't want to smear his image.
Exactly.
So are we
But-
are we at a
but
point?
like-
Are we at a point where okay, they're willing to let it go because the money was right? What's not right is still not right, regardless of money.
No. My thing is now that since she pretty much the whole thing with me was the big rape work, and
Exactly.
that's
Yes.
That is the
no.
point.
I mean that is. I mean you throw that out there. I mean then you take the money, and then you want that to go away, but then you're still going to have that name. I mean that's what's in the report. I mean
I'm still
that-
like, regardless, I still think this shames Diddy's name, right?
oh he's
He's still associated with this type of
There's
behavior,
gonna be a surviving Diddy.
right?
yep.
But
gonna be.
also, I just wish people. I don't want to say people because it's gonna be again. This is the little line that you got to be the fine-edged sword, right? Where I also am sympathetic to the fact that not everybody can leave abusive relationships like that, right?
Yep.
But if you were bold enough now to air everything out,
Air it all out.
You think she want to go through that shit again, though? Talking about it?
Well, this lawsuit that was getting thrown. I mean, it kind of put it out there.
I think it needs. I think people need to be able to say this isn't right, and regardless of money, I'm gonna do the right thing and tell what happened and make sure that everybody knows this is what happened, so the next person don't have to go through this, or the person that's going through it now don't got to go through it. You know what happened if one of them chicks from R. Kelly would have said something instead of letting him live his life, continuing that process over again?
Since
They
you,
were saying
well, here's you brought up.
But they
very,
did not have the platform that.
No, you brought
what's
up.
her name has?
You brought up a very good point. Jaguar Wright talked about it years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Jaguar Wright now? Didn't she go to a mental institution? She went
went
through
through
hell
stuff.
after she did try to speak up. I'm not saying that might be the reason that Cassie might not have said something, but earlier. But I know years ago, Jaguar Wright,
But it has been some.
she's tried to say stuff about Diddy, and
It has been some.
we see where she's at.
I'm
now.
gonna say it has been some stories about him that's been like rumored for years.
I'm telling you, Biggie was probably trying to say something about Diddy. You see where he's at.
Allegedly,
But
but
me personally, when it comes to like when someone's not saying anything over a long period of time, it's also one of them things where it's like mentally they not over it. You know what I mean? It's like they not in a space where they can talk about it. It's like some people just has to take their own time with dealing with it themselves, because somebody who they are in love with or care deeply for does something tragic to them like that, the trauma has to go away before you can start speaking about it.
and what's
So
that?
and that don't have a timetable.
It goes back to what I said. You don't want to talk about that and relive that shit again.
Some of that stuff don't have no timetable.
And then didn't y'all see the video about the dude that was in the studio session with Wale? And they said that Diddy was crazy about Cassie. Like, when you worked with her, you weren't allowed to like look at her too long. You couldn't be talking to her too long. And supposedly the guy witnessed they were in a session. He was with somebody else, and they were in there doing a studio session. And Wale was doing a song with Cassie, and then they said, he said something happened in the actual recording room, and then I guess at some point Diddy felt as though they were talking too long or something was going on way too long, and he came in with security guards, and they said they had Wale over a balcony. I'll be the laugh.
It's pressing,
but they said he pressed him. They said they had Wale by his ankles over a balcony, and the dude was like, and we knew it was Wale because it was the sneakers that he was wearing when he came in. I meant to say it in the group. I'll say it in the group later.
So his business hours was from what, 9 to 5?
Yeah, and somebody put that up. Somebody put that up in the comments.
That just, you know what though? On a serious note, that just shows you that you can have all that money in the world and still be insecure. You that insecure that you saying, okay, if my girl's in the studio, you can't talk to her. I'm gonna have to pressure you with my security. Like he looks lame just off of that.
So it's also a rumor that he apparently orchestrated Kid Cudi's car being blown up.
He did it.
Oh shit!
He confirmed
over Cassidy. Part of this whole Cassie ordeal was him. He didn't like how Kid Cudi and Cassie were getting along or their friendship or something.
Yes, they were talking.
They were messing around when they took a break.
And
Puff found out.
Rumors is that he orchestrated getting his car blown up.
That was a cry for help. If she was out there, frolicking around with Kid Cudi, that was a cry for help.
But also, come on now.
He's trying to blow that man's car up. Like
if this is the case, though, if this is the case, part of it is I feel like we're in this new era where you get to have a safe space to come out to and people accept you, right? It's not the 90s, 80s, 70s, whatever, where, that stigma of, I was abused type of deal was going on. This day and age with Me Too's, and they would have believed her 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years. Well, maybe not. Sure? But the fact that, because some people already speculated it might not have been a healthy relationship. Years ago, it was a photo that came out where they took a picture and she might have had
black eye,
a bruise or something that they were trying to cover up.
I remember that. I heard something about that years ago.
But again, I'm sympathetic to what happened, and I can understand the position she in. It's just the fact that you accepted the money
and you wanted to go away
and let it go away. It's just like,
Well, what if somebody like that, right, the victim, is coming after them in a way where they know that they can hurt them, like how they hurt them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe that.
Because how else, like if you go out and shame him and don't get any money for it, what does it really do to him?
I say let's go to court and
let it all come out.
I'm going to sue you for damages.
So you're still eventually going to get money.
Everything going to come out about what I need to say.
So it's still about money.
For her, it seemed like it is about money.
I mean, that's the only way she could get it.
At the end of the day, it felt like money. By
statute of limitations was probably up on.
Yeah, or about to be up.
Maybe, I don't know. They got R. Kelly for some whole shit.
The gag order was probably about. No, the gag order's probably over, and she could speak on it. When Diddy released them NDAs, all this stuff started coming out. Or when the Masters, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's just, all I'm saying is I just wish.
Everybody all the best. Man.
Yeah, yes, that too. I just kind of want the truth to come out, and part of it is also just the negativity I'm still feeling from watching that R. Kelly documentary, right? For that amount of time to go on, and for him to affect that many people, and people being complacent about it for so long, is like not rubbing me the right way.
But what if it was you?
What do you mean if it was me?
What if it was you that something like that happened to, and somebody?
If it was Selma Hayek, I shut the fuck up.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious. I'm saying,
I'm being dead serious. If it was Selma Hayek, she could do whatever she want.
What if it was
take it to my grave?
No. What if it was you, and you wanted to be able to speak out on it, and you're not even thinking.
She can call me the N-word.
shit.
I'm trying to be serious.
Go ahead.
I'm being serious. Like how can you how would you feel about that if the shoe was on the other foot and there's not money involved? It's about you clearing your conscience.
But again, Brian, do you think that's what she did?
I don't know. Because it's all alleged, right? And he just paid her so she could be quiet, right?
So at the end of the day, money made it okay.
That's not true. We don't know that.
Money made it enough to be quiet and let it go. Yes, it did.
How?
Because she accepted the terms.
And nothing else has been said about it.
She accepted the terms.
where
Because there's
it's-
probably something written in the contract that she can't speak on it.
She accepted the terms, Brian,
Yeah, one of the terms is probably she can't speak on it.
for money. You think she's doing it for free?
All I know is I
bet
hear what
you-
you're saying.
I
I hear
bet
what you're
you-
saying,
I
and
bet you-
I'm going. You play
Look-
devil's advocate, so I'm playing devil's advocate. So it's like for me, I don't necessarily think it's about money. Like I don't know her personally to be like, yeah, she did it for the money.
I'm
I
not
don't
saying
know her personally.
she did it for the money. I'm saying that money made it go away. That's what I'm
well,
saying.
that's what rich people do. When they get in trouble, they spend their money to get out of it.
And now he is allowed to continue.
Yeah, and he'll probably do it again. And if he
And
gets
that's
in
the
trouble,
problem.
he'll pay to get himself out of it.
That's the problem I'm talking about.
So it's not necessarily about the person accepting the money. It's about the
She
person that's paying the people.
Not a regular 9-to-5 working at Walmart type of chick. She got a decent living. She is in a position to be able to say
what
and
happened.
stand on what wrong went down.
We don't know what she can say that is legal.
Okay.
Like she could say something that get herself sued for even more than what he paid her.
All I'm saying is
And
terms were accepted.
then it would be about the money.
She already said what happened. It already came out.
She got
And now
paid.
now new terms are accepted. That's all I can
Do you
say.
remember the Sacklers when all that stuff they were doing and they were about to go to jail for all the money that they were stealing for people over OxyContin? Do you remember that?
No.
And they were about to go to jail. In the 11th hour, their lawyer called Rudy Giuliani, made that phone call, and made all that stuff go away. So when rich people have money,
I hear your point.
they bail themselves out by paying people off.
And I hear your point. And again,
I think
people need to do the right thing, though. That's what I'm saying.
Who's the right person in that story then?
The victims, the people who are witnessing the atrocities happening and not saying nothing. R. Kelly ain't do that shit by himself. Diddy ain't do this shit by himself. But people seeing it happen, they not saying nothing.
That's their cross to bear.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about when it comes to the victim and the abuser.
Again, she was bold enough to come out with something. It
It
was a whole write up of everything that she is that she's admitting happened. It ain't saying that she wasn't worried about no gag order because she literally wrote it in a document.
Okay, so all that stuff might have been done. Well, the point I'm trying to make is you can't put a timetable on someone's grief.
I see, but
That's
now
what
y'all
I'm
crutching it. Y'all
How?
crutching it because
It's true though.
she bold enough to come out.
It's true though.
She
So
might
if it
have
happened,
might have just got to the point where she's able to do that though.
And then she caved right back in.
how do you figure she caved? Yeah, how?
Because the door's open now. Diddy not gonna be able to run like this no more.
he can't.
What,
not gonna be
okay,
able-
so you want her to do 60 minutes next week?
No,
What do you want her to do? What is it that you're
to
not getting
not
out of
have
it?
settled and went to court and made sure that everybody knew exactly what happened.
So she just did that without having to go to court,
Sure.
But now,
and paying off.
She probably a part of it. My guess
Mm-hmm.
is that probably part of these terms. She cannot speak on none of this again.
Didn't I already say that? Didn't I just say that like 2 minutes ago?
And I'm
just said
saying
that.
money. She accepted instead of doing the right thing. She accepted money.
What is the right thing you said? I don't understand your
Take
point.
the court, but then they could have still swayed it in the courtroom, so
It's still probably got paid the same amount of money.
I think this is just my opinion on it. I think since the fact that money was just thrown into this, now it's basically like he's going to go on with his life and she's going to go on with her life.
That's what rich people do.
I know, but
Rich
the
people
middle
pay for
part
them-
of
their problems go away.
yeah, but the middle ground of this, I think what everybody is kind of saying is you got this allegation out here with him now. The only person that can say something took the money and she probably signed an NDA. 9 out of 10, that's what probably happened. They probably got together really quick and said, I'll give you this. You don't say this. He go about his life. You go about his life. But now you're going to have that whole open window with what really.
Who wins?
But also,
I don't think anybody wins.
another
To a
thing.
degree, because it's just, I mean, like, the whole issue is money transpired with this deal.
But speaking on money, we don't know the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It can very well be that the settlement
May
ended
have
up
been
being.
less. May have been less. Or more.
No, that's not what I was
Oh,
going
I'm
to say.
sorry.
The settlement could possibly be more than what she would end up having to spend with the lawyers. You go into court, and all. Who knows? Like mathematically, it might have been, oh, I'm going to end up getting more through the settlement than because going to trial and getting the lawyers and all that, you're still going to have to pay for that.
And even
If you win the lawsuit,
I think the fact that he settled so quick is an admission of.
And on his side, it might have been damaging to continue
Damage
going
and control.
forward. Yeah. It might have been more financially crippling on Diddy to go forward with a court case. He probably said, "What is it that you want for this to go away?" Like all rich people do.
We're back live. So look,
We passionate about certain things.
Passion project. I got passionate about that.
the conversation, ladies and gentlemen, about Cassie and Diddy, it became I don't want to say passionate,
Spirited.
spirited conversation.
Kumbaya.
Yeah. So again, I don't want it to come off as I'm not being sympathetic of the victim, and I again believe everything she said happened. For me, I just wish in a perfect world, the Diddys, the R. Kellys, would be fully held accountable, and people would not be afraid to hold them accountable, regardless of how much power, money, or influence they may have. That's just me in my perfect world. It's not right in any situation, and at the end of the day, I just felt like she has the public figure enough to be someone who can say it, and a lot of people would believe it. And, that's a personal choice she has to make. But, like you were saying, there are a bunch of women who are not in that position who don't have that outlet to even say anything, right? So I feel like it's particularly important for women who do have that position or that ability to
Speak out.
correct, say something. That's all.
But on their time.
Correct.
And it can be flipped too. It can be flipped. Like the male and female.
Oh yeah,
It can be flipped.
yeah.
It's
men get abused too.
Yes. A victim.
I mean, I'm just
a victim is a victim, regardless of gender.
Correct. Were you gonna say something, Corey? I think I might have cut you off before we went back live.
About what?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna say something at some point. Maybe not. I could be.
I'm good.
Okay.
again.
Segue into something else.
We'll segue into some music.
No more music. Oh no. Oh, there's still one more music thing, right?
Yeah, you can throw on that flute. Andre 3000 album.
Okay, so I have a question about that.
Yes.
How many tracks is it?
8. Hold on. I do want to talk about the tracks because I don't know if anybody else has looked at the names of these songs.
I haven't.
So I'm gonna run them real quick.
You just unplugged? Oh, that's not that.
And when I read the names to these songs, like I'm not even joking. These are the names to each song. So I was reading them earlier. It's 8 tracks. Track number 1, mind you, this is from Andre 3000
Oh, sorry.
of Outkast fame. He finally dropped an album, but it was not a rap album. It was a what do you call? I don't even know how he described it. So it's like an instrumental,
Acoustic.
some acoustics,
Yeah. Oh.
some flutes and some
big
other
words.
various woodwinds and whatnot.
I'm going to cut you off. Is it like a score?
No,
No, it's a,
I mean,
it's
I
a
listen-
whole flute
I
album.
listened to it, and I like
It's not bad.
meditate. Okay, I personally do like meditation music and music without lyrics sometimes.
I do too.
This one wasn't it for me. I listened to it today, and all the songs are pretty much
sound
around
effect there,
10.
It reminds you of a spa.
It's about 10 minutes each song, 10 to 12 minutes.
Huh?
Yeah, they're long songs.
Yeah.
I ain't got
So
that
there's
much.
8 of them. So track number 1 is called, and I lied to you not, I Swear, comma, I really wanted to make a quote-unquote rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time. That's the name of track number 1.
Ooh, okay.
Track number 2 is called The Slang Word Pussy Rolls Off the Tongue with far better ease than the proper word vagina. Do you agree? Track number 3. That night in Hawaii when I turned into a panther and started making those low register purring tones that I couldn't control, shit was wild.
That's an admission to guilt. Then.
Track number 4. Bipolar disorders. Yes, it says bipolar disorders. Daughter wears a 3000 registered button down embroidered. Track number 5.
Lord have mercy.
93 till infinity and Beyonce. Track number 6.
Oh no, why'd he do that?
Track number 6.
Oh, that's really a mission to guilt.
Gandhi, Dalai Lama, your Lord and Savior JC, Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and John Wayne Gacy.
Who he kill?
See, that's a bar. Like that's a bar right there. Hold
Track number 7.
You flute this.
Ants to you,
Not go.
gods to who. And track number 8. Dreams once buried beneath the dungeon floor slowly sprout into undying gardens. And those are the actual names of
He
these
just rapped the
songs
name of his album.
on this. Like, I listened to it.
I don't want to listen to the whole thing. I ain't
It's
It's
something you're gonna have to
something
skim through if you're not into it.
It's something different.
But apparently he's been using that flute, whatever device, to make beats
I'm sorry.
for people. He been on like people's tracks
Every time I hear
He should have went ahead and made
as
some
like
beats with it.
he been a ghostwriter with the flute on people's tracks. Apparently, he like they didn't know it was Andre 3000 this whole time.
Like personally,
I'm sorry. Every time I hear flute, it just makes me laugh. I like that. Out of all instruments.
personally to me, it just sounded like random. It wasn't even a rhythm to the sounds. It was
It's not just him playing the flute, Brian. It's like
I'm
it's
sorry,
like an orchestra almost. It's like people in the background playing other instruments too.
like it sounded like we were playing instruments.
I'm sorry.
It's other people playing stuff.
I'm sorry.
It ain't just doodle the whole time.
Oh man. Is this that?
It's not.
Is that Chappelle thing when
Yeah.
he's playing on the flute?
Oh, that brought tears to my eyes, man. I'm sorry. But just, the last thing I'm going to think about is Andre 3000 playing the flute. He's all right, y'all.
He's been playing it for a while. There was videos of him out in like other countries on the street, just randomly standing on the streets. He was out in Japan one time, and people were just walking by him playing the flute. But he takes it seriously, and you know,
God.
I mean, God bless him.
best endeavor.
It's something different. I mean, I'm not mad at him because he felt as though that he wanted to try a passion project.
I'm not mad at him either.
I
But,
wanted to hear bars from him,
but
honestly.
as much as people be having them in their top 5,
Yeah, it was that time.
he done did
All right, now hold on.
he done did everything
No.
to get out of people's.
And some people say he's number 1 over
he's-
everybody.
This is not just because he played the flute. He still
He still can rap.
He admitted. He said he clearly said when they asked him about Outkast why it broke up. Oh, I can't rap no more. I felt I couldn't rap no more. He told on himself. Then he said, "I'm 49. I can't be a rapper."
he said, "What I got to rap about? Getting the colonoscopy."
Okay, but then 2004 when Outkast was here, you just quit. Oh yeah, I don't feel like I can rap like that no more.
Hey,
He did do something with Killer Mike though not too long ago. That was pretty good.
a man of reality. He accepted his truth, and
Top 5 flute player. That's what he is.
he wasn't.
I'm just.
Him and
it
Kenny
wouldn't.
G.
It wouldn't. And I got Kenny G on. I said G's for goated. I got Kenny G on that one.
I'm saying,
I think-
So close second.
I
Kenny
think.
G out there looking like you.
So Andre the close second then, right?
Nah, I could probably look up.
I mean, he
some
top 5 flute and top 5 rap. So
All right, top 5.
Ain't got that album, baby.
at least top 10.
Take that.
Name another flute player. Can't top 5.
We don't.
You might get to find somebody in the classroom.
Shit.
That thing of plastic.
You know what? I got the Green Ranger over top of Andre 3000.
Oh,
That's two.
Green Ranger be.
He's still top 5.
and he played the flute with a mask on.
Yeah.
When this lipstick movie only had one song.
And it was synthesized. Shit.
Oh, how did
Okay,
And then there's some other music. Lil Wayne and I haven't listened to it yet, but Lil Wayne and
I didn't hear it yet.
Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz dropped their compilation.
Finally did
their
it join
combo.
That's
Yeah.
the second one.
Is it? I never knew they did
They
it
did
first.
one years ago.
Collie Grove.
I didn't listen to it yet. Though.
50 Cent was doing a lot of the narration of this album.
Really?
Of whose album?
Of that.
Collie Grove.
Of
Collie
Wayne?
Grove album,
Like,
yeah.
like legit or?
He was on there.
He was on there.
Okay, because you know how he get down. 50 is savage.
No. He was a part of it.
Okay.
I love that guy.
50
Yeah.
and Wayne never done a song together?
No.
Probably not. Not that I can think of.
I can think.
But yeah, I got to listen to that. And then the only other news, because Rick Ross and what's the name dropped last week, right?
That was last week. Yeah.
Rick Ross and
I listened to a little.
Meek, and then Drake dropped the EP, which ended up being really a deluxe version of.
Why are you looking at me for? Oh,
Dropped the EP, which ended up being a deluxe version of the album he just dropped, and he announced
So 6 Need for X.
another tour.
Yes, that's not going to major cities. It looks like.
Yeah,
It's
it's
going
not.
to, like,
I might-
college towns or something.
I might,
Because he only did 30 out of 72 he was supposed to do because 21 Savage green card thing, but it got resolved at the end.
Okay.
yeah, so him and Cole going on tour.
But for the 30 shows, he
Really?
made $160 million.
Damn.
Britney Spears and made $400 million.
That's the highest rap tour ever.
I might.
For 30 shows.
And she cut herself.
What's her name? Taylor Swift gonna make more.
Well, he actually has.
That's the only person he worried about.
Yo, can we talk about the fact that he got that off? He got that bar off.
He mentions that.
Called
saying
Taylor
that
Swift.
she's the only one that he'll move his dates
Called
for.
Taylor Swift an N-word.
Nigga.
he said Taylor Swift the only nigga to make.
Listen, I don't
And he said she the only one to make him move a date.
move
back.
off his date. The rest
How do you like the new?
That's what he said.
The additional tracks.
Oh, I loved them. It was 6 out of 6.
Okay.
How many songs is on there?
Six.
It's 6 additional tracks to
It
what
was
his
an
original.
EP of 6 songs. A Scary Hours 3.
He did them in 5 days.
But what he did was he put it at the end of the album that just came out. So smart. It's a smart move because now
The other one
you're having
was
people re-download the new album
Stream.
and it's going to get streamed because you're streaming now these 6 songs or whatever, how many you're streaming from.
Okay.
because the other one wasn't streaming enough.
No, that one already
wasn't-
broke records.
It wasn't hitting like
No.
I thought. It
It
was.
broke
sold.
records.
It's up to it's personal preference, I guess. I'm gonna leave it at personal preference. I didn't personally feel 6 out of 6, but I can see where people do feel
I've been
6
with
out
the
of 6.
6 out of 6.
So
People that like Drake ain't gonna let him lose.
It wasn't even that. Go back into the hip hop group. It's dudes that
I'm not going
hate,
to that hip hop.
but no, it's dudes that
I'm just stating my
it's
opinion.
dude like Cap. Tell me if I'm
I ain't
wrong.
go- I ain't
It's
gonna do
dudes in that group
I
that
ain't gonna
always talk trash on Drake.
Yeah, they gave
In there
him
talking about that's 6 out of 6 hit right there, and then in there talking about that's the Drake that I want to hear because he rapped. He rapped. He didn't do no singing. It was a straight.
I don't
straight
mind
rapping.
giving him his props, but I just don't like the guy.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's not my cup of tea. Like I always stood by, or what they say, stand on. I stand on his verses better than everybody's and forever. He bodied Nipsey, and he bodied J. Cole, who everybody thought was gonna get in there and do him dirty. He turned that man into a reggaeton artist.
I'm mad at
What song-
He talking about
Jodeci
freestyle.
Just say that to Brian whenever you bring up because if you
that
say
was-
J. Cole, you gotta look at his face.
Because that was the one. Like that was everyone was like, yeah, he gonna get it. And I was like, okay, J. Cole gonna get him. I said he the only rapper that since what Ludacris to drop a CD with just him and it go platinum. Like he was the only one. And I was like, oh, he gonna get him. I heard that song. I said, what the hell?
Hold on, you said the only one? The only one?
Yeah. He didn't have no features in one platinum. He was the only one in like a span of a long time.
Oh, I thought you was about to say.
No, not
you forget about
period.
nine.
No. Not period. I'm talking about it's like
But
it had been like a long.
the new
I know what
rappers.
you're talking about, yeah.
It was long enough that they actually paid attention to it and was like,
Yeah.
oh, this dude did it with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Lucas did it?
Yep. Luda did it with what's that one album?
With no feature?
Yeah.
Ludacris?
I could have sworn he had.
He had
Wasn't Red Light District, was it?
no, it was Red Light
Chicken?
District. He had X and all them.
No.
I can't remember, but it was him. They said it was Ludacris and him were the only ones that did
I don't
something.
remember a
with no.
Ludacris album. Even early on, he had a feature, I think.
Was it his first album?
I don't.
No, because what's your favorite?
I don't think they was. I don't think they were talking about interludes
No,
because I know
but
he got interludes with folks on there with him. But like songs, they said it was either him and J. Cole was only like it had been that long.
I have to verify that.
But who did that last album?
And did anybody watch the first person shooter video?
I didn't.
That shit was fire.
How was it?
It's cool. Like
who is this by?
the from the new album, Drake and J. Cole song from the
I didn't.
the video's dope because it's been a long time since we've had like
Nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm keeping
movie quality.
I
videos.
forgot that the music video still coming out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the video was like something that they would have had on TRL or something that they would have been like, oh, we were premiering it at 5 p.m. Tuesday. You know, video's good.
It wasn't gonna premiere
Damn, I
on Rap
forgot
City.
they used to do that.
Yeah,
What had it premiered in Rap City, like in the basement?
yeah, it would have been on there. They'd be playing it every day. That joint hard. J. Cole
106
killed
Park,
that shit.
yeah.
Well,
I don't know about Rap City.
Yeah, but first person shooters and shit.
Okay.
Cinematography wise, it's a lot going on.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I'll throw it up in the group if you want to watch it.
you
ahead,
don't
click
got
if you
to.
want.
You don't got to.
Go ahead, click if you want.
You
to.
don't got to.
It's on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I'll get to it at my leisure.
means he ain't watching it.
I'm gonna get around to watching that, like I'm gonna get around to watching One Piece.
That's all right. I'm still gonna put it in the group chat.
I don't even recommend watching One Piece because of how long it is. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Even,
that's why I won't watch One Piece.
I wouldn't even recommend
Just
that.
watch
to anybody
Netflix.
That's new now to even get on that. Shit.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it at the same time I'm watch Invincible season 1.
Now that ain't bad. 'cause
That-
it's only
y'all
a few
missing-
episodes. It's only a few episodes.
And they're short.
I'm bad at watching stuff. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So that's music. What y'all want to move on to sports? Some sports.
Chokegate.
Sports or movies?
What's
You wanna
sports?
Chokegate.
Hold on. Let me get.
When did
Draymond.
we have her?
Or hold up. You know what? Let's go. We'll go to movies and all that stuff because then we'll go sports and then wrestling.
All right.
We still got the Snoop Dogg thing, Jigger.
Oh yeah, Snoop has
That's half a bar.
retired.
No, don't say that. Because he said he was high as shit when he said it, so it's not true. Don't even say
never
it.
mind.
I cut you off.
Never mind.
Saved you.
Sorry, Snoop.
Snoop smoking again. So disregard.
I knew that.
We'll
was-
see. We'll see.
we'll
But-
believe
But him and his son are doing.
All gas.
They opening up a video game studio. So shout out to Snoop and his son for
Okay.
He I just don't.
I'll be a game tester.
When I was
that. You
a
gotta
kid,
smoke weed too.
If they paying right, I most certainly will.
when I was a kid, I wanted to be a zookeeper, a comic book artist, and not even the comic strips, not even whole comic book, strips in the Sunday paper, and a fucking video game tester.
Well, the comic book thing went to work. I'm still waiting on my damn tattoo art.
Oh shit, yeah.
No, they be like the anticipation
I
is
like,
coming.
look, yo, it's gonna be like,
Coming soon.
it's gonna be like Jesus
It's gonna be like
Kaisen. This is last season.
Chronic 2001. You gonna wait?
They gonna drop around the same time.
You know what this reminds me of? That episode of The Simpsons when Bart got punished and he couldn't see Itchy and Scratchy. And it was like years later, and Homer rescinded the thing, said, "Yeah, finally, let's go." That's how I'm waiting on this motherfucker with with this damn mouse art.
I got 2 jobs, man. I'm busy.
I know.
No, I got it. I sketched out a couple things. I did. When I be sitting there, sometimes I sketch out a couple things.
I had hair when I asked you.
That's a damn lie. That McDonald's
had
arch
hair.
came.
What we
McDonald's arch came a long time ago. Yo, you remember that time we was in the car and you was laughing about something? What did I call him? What did I call him in the car? Oh
Wasn't Homie the Clown, was it?
no, it was something.
Oh
It
God,
was something. I cannot remember what I called him.
I can't defend it.
It wasn't Pennywise. It wasn't. I couldn't remember. You remember we was in the car.
I don't remember going to Pennywise.
It was something.
Was it Sherman Hemsley?
No, it was something.
It was doink.
They said he had his son.
Evil doink.
Oh God.
Sunroof was opening.
So
what we got next?
we gonna talk about some movies and television.
Oh yeah, y'all skipped over Draymond and all that.
We gonna get to
We
it.
gonna go
Oh,
sports
my
last.
fault.
Yeah.
In the choke game in a minute.
My fault.
Oh God.
So what's up with Marvel? What's up with Marvel? What's up with Doom?
Oh, can I? I think I'm about to be on Marvel strike because I swear if they don't let Majors do Kang, but then we sit here. That's why I hate Hollywood sometimes. Double standard. They stood behind old boy and he was wilding out.
Who's this?
Ezra
Mel-
Miller.
Oh yeah.
Ezra Miller. Like. Is he guilty of anything? Did they get him with anything?
No.
Not yet.
It's still, I guess,
they're gonna go
pending
to-
trial.
This is Grego.
He probably got that thing pushed way out.
Nah, it's coming up.
But this happened over a year ago though?
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, it was around time Ant-Man and Creed 3.
Well, that was March of this
Yeah,
year.
it was March of
Around
this
March.
year.
But they're ready to go to court now, and everything ready to come out. So I think
I thought
Marvel.
the chick threw it out.
No.
And so that's what I heard too, is that they had settled, but now apparently it's still something else going on.
Maybe it's
I
New-
heard
maybe it's New York.
months ago that it got settled out.
Maybe it's New York against him.
Yeah.
Because I forgot who it was.
'Cause they can do that.
dismissed it, and then they took him to court for civil purposes.
Yeah, sometimes the state could pick it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I think that's what
remember who it was or the outcome, but I remember hearing something like this happening before. But I just seen on, not to cut you off, but I just seen on online that Marvel's still with Majors. They're not
Right. So that's what I was gonna say, is that the rumor is that they were possibly thinking about going away from Kang and focusing towards Doctor Doom as the main big bad in the near future. But it seems that the tone shifted late in the week where they were saying they haven't completely got, they're not on that 100% train of transitioning to a different villain, but they're exploring some other options. One of it may be possibly recasting him. I think I'm a little bit with Cap, where I think at least they need to wait and see what happens with the court case before they decide to do anything. Because if he comes out of this not guilty, and then you did all this, it's going to be a black eye, especially in black viewers, I would say. And the point that he put up, where a white actor who probably did a lot
more than him.
Well,
I would say I would say at least quantity wise has multiple offenses.
Because didn't he like hold a family hostage?
Yeah, and again, I'm not here to compare travesties, but it at least quantity. There's been more instances of him wrongdoing, and was still kept and able to release his movies and yada yada yada. But to me, I would personally wait and see the outcome before making any big decision. If you recast them, okay, sure. That to me just says something like bad happened and they confirm it, and that ain't gonna
we
be a
just
good look.
don't know yet.
Right. And that's to me like worst case scenario. Just you end up having to recast them. And we could talk about, I think Boyega's name came up on one of the podcasts we had, which, okay, I'm a constellation prize, sure. It's just, I think everybody there's people online who was like, fuck it, let's still keep him because you ain't gonna get much better than what you got with him. It's gonna be worse. Yeah. And
I know they want the boy from Snowfall in the MCU.
I don't think he's that. But I don't think he got it.
They just want him in the MCU. I think they just threw his name out there just to see what people would react to. Yeah. I don't know his name. Something.
Damson Idris.
Yeah, Damson.
Yeah, I think they just put his name out there just to see how people will react. Like people like us, we hear him like, I don't know, we'll do John Boyega. And they're like, okay, y'all, the consensus says John Boyega over Bull from Snowfall.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Ride it out, and see what happens.
You know what? I think the difference between him and Miller is that Miller's movie was already finished, and Majors didn't get to finish yet.
They had to reshoot that movie though. Did they do reshoots, Jules?
Yeah.
But reshoots still means the film.
They still had to do them.
It's still in the can.
Okay.
Even though you've done a film, you still have to. It's still that allotted time where they have to do the reshoots of the film. But
If they have to.
Yeah, if they have, they have to.
Once principal photography is done, they can release it that week if they want to, unless they got to do special effects and all that stuff.
I feel like he got in trouble early on. And we have to go back to look at the timeline.
Yeah, because he was in trouble in 2017 when they did the Flash and all that.
I feel like
that was when they were filming the movie.
I feel like he got in trouble before them even filming.
Yeah, it started there and it got worse.
The Fantastic Beasts movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
He started getting in trouble around that time.
Yeah.
Because they took him out of that, right? Didn't he got replaced?
No, he was in it.
They took Johnny Depp out of it.
Johnny Depp out of it.
Which that was crazy.
That was BS.
You kept Ezra.
And that's the point, right?
Took out Johnny Depp.
Almost similar situation. And I would probably guess is that last movie that Johnny Depp was in was probably the least rated or least
It was
monetary made movie.
It was. I can tell you this. It was. And I haven't watched the Potter movies, but I did watch them. I did watch the one where he was replaced. Matt Milkins is a good actor. He was not the guy that should have been playing that part.
So
I watched all three.
Speaking of
Johnny Depp got different charisma.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Facts. Yeah, he lives the character.
Johnny Depp's character was the best thing about
Yes, it was.
part 2. Because he was in part 2.
And the Pirates.
who was rumored for Dr. Doom?
Matt Milkins.
Okay,
that's
the
the crazy part and all this, man.
He was already a villain in the MCU.
Yeah, and that didn't. Yeah, I think people forgot.
See, now that's
He
bad.
was the Doctor Strange villain.
That's
first
bad.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. They're like, oh, no one's gonna remember. If I'm Benedict Cumberbatch, somebody says, so y'all don't think nobody liked my first movie? While y'all do a sequel. Why did y'all make me so integral in Infinity War and Endgame? What's up with that?
So we also got some rumors for casting opposite of Doctor Strange is Fantastic Four's Reed Richards, Pedro Pascal.
They said it was too white.
Yep. They want.
I can hear that logic. I can hear it, and I could understand it, and you can say it to me 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
For one, I just feel like Pedro Pascal is being casted in everything right now.
Yeah.
And he don't need to be in it.
It's a little. I don't want to say it's fatigued, but I think the roles that he have right now are good for him. And to keep adding on to more roles, I don't want the other things that I already like him in to suffer.
He's going to be stretched thin, man.
Last of Us is going to start up with their filming. They already said the Mandalorian's about to start up.
And he is coming back.
And so now he's got to add on a movie and whatever else he's going to be in already that we don't know about. I don't.
I didn't want him.
So I don't personally see it. I don't see when looking at him. When looking at him, I don't see Reed Richards.
My personal pick was, everybody, we all wanted Krasinski. That was everybody. But if they were not using Krasinski, I would have loved to see Matt Smith from Doctor Who. That was like my pick because I don't really necessarily see Reed as like an imposing guy. I see him as more of like a smart intellect. I can see casting Doom more as the brooder over Reed as how he is just because of his personality.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I didn't even say in the reports that it was too vanilla.
And
I get it,
Yeah.
but that's not what.
Honestly,
nobody was saying nothing about.
Let's go. You know what though? That goes way back to when they were created, and Stan Lee not even wanting it to look like that.
Yeah.
He didn't even want them looking like that.
Yeah.
He want none of his. I think like a good portion of his characters, he didn't even want them to be like that. It took for him to make a character from an African country that they created. He created a whole world because he was like, yo, I want diversity in my comic books.
Mm-hmm.
So I also give him one of these because he made the smartest and the richest character in comics in the Marvel comics, an African American. So I'll always stand with that one.
African.
Yeah.
Wakandan.
African. Wakanda.
He's a black man.
Yes.
They made the smartest and richest man in Marvel. But
And for a lot of people that don't know this, just be real clear. Professor X and Magneto were based off of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. He wanted to make them black, but the characters, but his publisher at the time said you can't do that. They didn't. Well, I'll put it like this: they didn't want Stan Lee. He was his stories were starting to touch on racial and bigotry. If you really read like some of his early '60s, it was a lot of tones in it. So he got his ways around it by basing his stories off of it. He made the X-Men out of hatred and bigotry. He made the Fantastic Four. He made them different just to make it look like a family.
And he also told his cartoonist to make those characters as dark as possible, with them still being, looking white. But he wanted them to be colored as dark as possible.
Yeah. So with the casting, I'm used to them white already.
Why did that sound funny to me?
That's not. They are white.
I mean,
I'm okay with them being white. If they decide, if it's all white cast, it's fine. It's fine. It's the Fantastic Four. To me, they're not a cultural phenomenon to me. Like I guess I'm trying to say that right. Like they don't have a cultural impact. It's more about some of the stories and the characters that are introduced through the Fantastic Four. For me, Fantastic Four is just like, okay, whatever. I don't want to call them dull and boring, but they're not.
They're a family based
X-Men, right? Most of X-Men, most of X-Men are white characters. However, they did white Europeans. They did white Cajuns with Gambit. They did Jubilee's Asian. Their cultural significance, even Logan being Canadian, and not just. I don't want to say the wrong word, but it's not just that.
Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah,
they are
bland. It wasn't bland, and to me, Fantastic Four is bland when it comes to their characters. You made a good thing earlier in the year where you were saying let Ben Grimm be black. They can almost get away with that because then you don't technically, see his color after he turns to green rock.
And
right?
not only because of that, but I just wanted to, see that one guy that what was he on that one TV show, Snowpiercer.
David something.
Yeah. I'm a fan of him. And so once I seen his name came, I said, oh yeah, why can't it be?
Right. And it's not a big deal to me if they're all white. I'm not gonna lie. If Fantastic Four is white, who cares to me?
Do they have that market? Do they have that? Because what is Pedro Pascal?
He's Spanish. I don't know what type of Spanish, but he's Hispanic.
So maybe that's the market they're trying to cover.
Yeah, I guess.
Because Namar's in trouble. The guy that played Namar's in trouble. Yeah. So maybe they're like, let's shift this way to try to grab that audience. It's all about, at the end of the day, Marvel wants to make money. It ain't like they ain't making money. Like their movies make more than most films put out.
Speaking of money in movies,
before Pedro Pascal is actually Chilean, so he's from Chile.
Yeah.
Okay.
South American.
The Marvels. It's been 2 weeks. We don't have to go too deep in detail.
I'll just say what?
I didn't see.
You still ain't watched it?
I seen it.
Okay.
I'm asking what was the numbers that you sent? Can somebody tell me the numbers for this week?
I know it dropped to number
Marvels?
3.
I think it dropped to 4.
From what I've read, it had
3.
almost a minus 80% drop off in sales.
It made 10.2.
Yeah,
and worldwide it's at 161.
And it wasn't a bad movie.
I heard it was good.
I enjoyed it.
It was 2 scenes in it that took it from me, but I really liked it.
It wasn't a bad movie. Who said that?
Cap.
I thought that was Jason.
Go. Well,
I heard it was good. I still get in trouble.
This is just for me. Storytelling wise, I think that all their movies they complain about the Marvel movies being too long, right? Or they get to a point where it's like, okay, they could have stopped this because of XYZ. That's one of the movies that I seen that reminded me of Creed 3, where it needed to be longer, so that you can flush out that story a little bit more. And to me also, and Nina DaCosta is a great director, but I think she missed the mark when it came to giving those directions, especially to Tiana Paris's character, where she should have been like, I need you to be a little bit more emotional when you were speaking to her about her leaving you and you speaking about your mother. I didn't believe it.
Yeah,
I believed the little girl.
Yeah, and she kind of stole the show a little bit.
Everything she delivered, I believed.
Yeah,
but Tiana Paris and Brie Larson were acting like they never met each other before.
It should have been more tension with them two.
Yeah.
And they could have, their issue could have been resolved at the end because of an incident that happened. But that was my argument with it. It was just really no tension between them two.
What did you feel about the villain? Was the villain good enough?
A typical Marvel villain. They just, it was a villain of the week.
I felt that was the weak point of the movie.
Another one too. Like I said, if the time was longer, then you got enough time to make her be 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
She needed more time.
Something about it just wasn't compelling.
It's like they got like a template. Marvel follows a template. The only time they broke the template was Killmonger that I can think of.
Now, see, him and Thanos and High Evolutionary. That's the only 3 villains, I think.
I mean, High Evolutionary's performance was great, but he still kind of falls into that same realm.
I think
he's the best of the Saturday or the one-off villain.
Cartoon.
Yeah, he's been the best of the one-off villains. Like, to me, the real standouts has been like Killmonger. To me, I can't think of any other villain that stands out more than Killmonger.
Thanos to me, but it's Killmonger.
I can't even give Thanos that because Thanos had more than one movie.
Yeah, I get your point. I would say in terms of motivation, actually both Black Panther villains in terms of motivation. But delivery to me was High Evolutionary was top.
Not and Namor was like if I'm going to full like over, like I think he's one notch not
under
there.
Yeah, he was one notch under what he
Killmonger went all the way over.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He came to his cousin's country, took it over, and then burnt everything that they ever had because he was mad. So I'm like,
Exactly.
Neymar,
so Neymar,
he swung the girl.
Neymar,
And told her, this is where I remember the part that you like when he was swimming around with the shorty.
He basically just wanted a homegirl done, and that would have been it.
you talking about? Oh, I know what you're talking about. But still, even to me, that ain't colder when Killmonger killed Claw. Like that was his man. Like
but I feel Neymar still has about the same amount of motivation where he was willing to work with Wakanda because he was like, y'all in the same position as me, so I don't even know what y'all tripping about. We should be teaming up. Yeah. And he brought it to them, but then when he realized that they wasn't on board, he said, all right, I got something for y'all too. And he gave it to him.
It was cold though when he came and was like, yo, tomorrow
he gave it to him.
I'm gonna be back. He let him know. It ain't no sneak attack. He let her know. He flew up and then he bounced. I was like, yo, that's cold.
He showed up.
Somebody calling you, girl, I'm about to beat you up.
But he also did show. Well, I mean, I know why, but I'm gonna say it just because he also showed up when T'Challa wasn't around.
Yeah, but I think he still would have showed up regardless.
Yeah. I don't know.
He'd have just said, all right, we're gonna.
He didn't show up after the blip either.
Because
when everyone got blipped away, he didn't come through.
It probably wasn't their problem.
He knew Captain America and Iron Man.
He probably preferred it, honestly. Less land people. He probably preferred
it. He left Cap on.
He said Tony Stark still exists. I ain't going up there.
And Killmonger ain't do much either.
Can y'all imagine that Namor was swimming around the ocean the whole time Steve was in there and he just left him there?
He probably didn't see him.
Yeah, he was too deep.
Yeah, because if you ever
I'd have left him too.
The Hawks, if you ever watched the Hawks movie,
he was above ground.
He was above ground. He was like stuck in ice, like in a mountain or something, until Hulk broke it, and that's when he got out.
Went
into the water.
Get him. That's
hold on. Jason, speaking of this, I don't know if you've seen Brian's comment a couple weeks ago. Brian finally agreed. What you say happened to Iron Man?
What
you said, yeah, man, I'm gonna stop lying. He did get jumped. You said it.
Hold up, though.
Okay.
It was because of the meme.
But look, though.
It was because of the meme. We'll find that thing. It had me in tears.
Have y'all ever been?
Two war criminals attack orphans.
Yeah, they got a heart problem.
That has a heart condition.
I said, oh, damn, they got me.
Y'all never been to a party or a function?
A
party or a function where some dude was too juiced up off of something and got a little too rowdy, and then a bunch of people probably was like yo, you in the wrong place for that, and they whooped his ass.
That's Bucky.
You ain't never seen that happen before? That was Iron Man. Iron Man got too bucked up in a spot that wasn't.
Oh, they killed his parents, man.
Lower your tone. And that's what they was like, yo, lower your tone when you're talking to us.
But my part.
Hey, man, you did the same shit. You'd have been fucking everybody up.
Hold up for them. My part is when he said, "Did you know?" He was
they
like,
tried to
"Yeah."
talk.
Then he tried to talk again. It was, he was
So-
not with it no more.
He was
What's the name? Like, see, it's not how it seems.
he was on that Henny. He was on that Henny.
Bucky face make that whole scene funny because he started backing up. Like, oh, he
Yeah,
about to whoop my ass.
He gave him the whole back of his hand.
And
And then some.
he started getting too bucked. And then what you expect him to do?
Had Steve Rogers looking like a girl when she get caught cheating. Wait, let me explain.
What you expect him to
How
do?
would it look like?
But I still have to say, even when he copied his powers, he still couldn't handle Captain America. He was eventually gonna get beat.
He was gonna get them in.
Yeah,
Bucky was about to die. That's all I know.
Yeah, Bucky could.
Bucky was gonna die.
If Captain
would've
America wasn't there,
died.
Bucky would have got. I agree with that.
Yeah, he would have beat him for sure. But
Yeah.
Captain America wasn't going to take no L. Not especially not in this movie either.
What was the movie totals for this weekend anyway?
For Marvel,
No, just for everything in general.
you want to like tally everything up?
No, I'm just curious.
I got it. No,
I'm just curious. That's
number one. Number one was Hunger Games, which that should be no surprise.
And I forgot that came out.
And it was,
I didn't see no trailer. No, nothing.
I saw it last night. It was
I
dope.
saw a couple.
Yeah, but did
And
you
it
see a
was-
commercial?
Mhm.
I've never seen a commercial. for it.
Thanksgiving was number 4.
What it make?
10 million. 10 wow, hold up. That and the Marvels tied this weekend.
Really?
Ooh, that ain't good.
And I like Thanksgiving.
Trolls Band Back Together is number 2. Five Nights at Freddy was number 5. Ain't no pun intended, I guess. The Holdovers was something I got to see on the low. That was number 6. Next Goal Wins. I think that was with Fassbender. That's number 7.
movie, right?
Yeah. Taylor Swift number 8 with 2.4. That she's still making millions. Jesus Christ. Priscilla was number 9, and Killers of the Flower Moon was number 10.
I wanted to see that, but that motherfucker too long.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
I can't do 3.
But you know what though? I
See
will
what?
say this. Good.
Killers of the Flower
okay.
Moon.
I thought you was talking about Taylor Swift.
Oh no, I'm cool.
I will say this though. It's a good thing for Hollywood because nobody is under $1 million in profits. So that means people made money this weekend, even if they don't think it was a substantial amount. People came out to the movies this weekend.
What's the next big movie they got?
Honestly, it's possibly Godzilla -1.
What comes out Black or Thanksgiving weekend? Nothing. They should save the Marvels for then,
No, nothing. It was supposed to have been. They bumped it.
or the movie itself Thanksgiving, which we went and saw.
Yeah, that would have been good.
That was crazy.
That was a
That should have came out Thursday.
that was a bonkers ass movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eli Roth
was
is
that
back.
was that based off of that Grindhouse
Yeah,
trailer?
Real quick, I think it was a missed opportunity when that trailer came out. Had this came out when around that time that trailer came out, you would have probably got.
I don't even
I think
remember
they
that.
just.
from
I
that.
think they thought about doing it, but from what I'm trying to remember, I thought it was they just put it on a shelf for so long.
From what I heard, the when they did the Grindhouse 2 movies, they shot them trailers hoping that it was going to be some interest that was going to happen. What ended up happening is the fake trailer that they showed that everybody was given the reception to was the Machete movie. So that that did everything. So that kind of just like overruled all the other stuff. Them fake trailers that they made, they were low key trying to they were like pitches for movies.
Yeah, they're
Gotcha.
proof of concepts.
Yeah.
But the Machete one was the one that like stood out amongst everybody. So they decided to go with that one first.
And that's also like a low key market that doesn't get touched often.
What's that?
Thanksgiving horror films.
Oh.
I think in total of everything that exists, it might be like 10 of them.
I didn't know there was more than one.
Yeah.
They're made. I said, and that's a big maybe. There may be 10. It might not be that many. It is definitely something that gets overlooked. That Thanksgiving and Easter get overlooked for horror.
I can see Easter horror movie. I can see Easter horror movies.
Do we see a killer bunny going around?
Yeah.
like
Because
that?
that's
I think that's easier to do.
that's what you want to do when you making a horror film. You want to tailor it to something that's going on. You know, like a President's Day, Valentine's. Because remember, what was that? My Bloody Valentine from back in the '80s. How much money that killed?
All right, Brian, you get them white people out there. They're gonna have a scary movie called Juneteenth.
They already had that in Alabama.
Wait, that
They had
might
that
be
in
all
Alabama.
right. That might be all right.
Oh my god!
That might be all right.
Anything's possible.
That would be the most.
The thing is, who got the stones to write it?
Jordan Peele got to make it.
Yeah. Oh, they remaking people on the stairs.
I ain't with
Oh
it.
Yeah.
I ain't with it.
I had a white.
I am.
I'm sorry.
I'm with it to a
I ain't with it, man.
because some of Jordan Peele's movies going to have a social message into this.
He over social messaged me and what was the other one?
Nope.
No,
Us.
Us.
Yeah, he way overdid it for me in that one.
I'm intrigued by it.
And Nope was.
Nope.
Yeah, let's see. I got a movie a whole see.
My favorite holiday horror movie, Krampus.
That was
I
good.
love that.
It was
movie.
good.
The first one or the second one?
The like
one-
20
The remake that they did.
mid-20s version. 2016.
There was a guy who did Trick or Treat that
17?
did it. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I've
that
never
was good.
watched it.
It's good.
Oh, you ain't seen that one? That was
It's
good.
good.
I've never watched that.
Krampus?
I've never watched that, and it's not a holiday movie. But I've never watched Your Next. I've never seen that one. 'Cause I think they came out around the same time. I ain't never watched that neither.
I've
There's
never gotten around
But there's
to that
another
one
one too that came out around that time where people were wearing masks hunting people.
Strangers.
Strangers?
No, I seen Strangers. I seen both of them. Both of them was crazy. But it's one of them. I forgot the name of the movie.
They were wearing masks?
They were wearing masks.
It was only two.
They were hunting
That's the only
people.
thing I know was Strangers.
Strangers.
and,
That was
It
it
was
wrong
Strangers.
turns.
wrong, yeah.
Not Wrong Turn. I can't.
Wrong turns.
Not the neighbors. No.
Was it? No, I can't remember right now. I'm sorry.
I see last house on the left.
I don't be remembering.
That's it. That's the only one I can think of.
I don't be remembering nothing.
Sorry.
You don't know my memory suck.
I think I did call you Pennywise. I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was. I was sitting here trying to remember. I think it was.
Circle, full circle.
I think it was. I remember.
Anything else Marvel before we?
Yeah, y'all got something about Sentry? Did he get casted?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been casted.
So Stephen Yeun,
yeah.
he had got announced to, I guess, be a part of Thunderbolts. And it was speculated then that it was going to be Sentry, but Robert Kirkman,
He did one of my numbers.
who created the Invincible series, and that season's out now. The new season for Invincible is out now.
That show.
Stephen Yeun is the main actor on it, and Robert Kirkman basically outed saying that he was Sentry. He got casted as Sentry.
I hate Sentry's story.
It's a ripoff
hate
of
that.
Superman, but I think it was it was intended to be that way. We'll see where it goes and see how they
Hyperion wasn't getting over.
Hyperion was another one.
He wasn't getting over, so
Yeah.
he did another one.
Yeah, Hyperion's another one.
You know what
But we'll see how they scale him. That would be my question: is how they scale him.
He's going to be the Void.
Yeah, I just read that the enemy for Thunderbolts is the Void.
Okay, so he basically
He gonna lose his mind.
My thing is really he should be able to kill everybody on that team, minus Abomination. But I don't know if Abomination is actually going to be a part of that movie now.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. What's her name either? The one that can phase in and out. That was an Ant-Man too.
Oh yeah.
Ghost.
Well, but if he's invulnerable, then
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. That's what I was saying. They're gonna have to scale him.
down.
They're gonna have to scale him a little differently to make him applicable for those street level.
y'all like that casting.
I don't even remember.
He was
He
Glenn
definitely
in
doesn't.
Walking Dead.
He definitely doesn't look like him.
Maybe that was a point.
And let's see what he looks like. You know, maybe he bulks up. Again, that wouldn't be my first choice.
Who we talking about?
Stephen Yeun.
So Stephen Yeun,
Oh,
Glenn from Walking Dead.
You know what it is? I think they
You
grabbed
saw
him.
Walking Dead.
I don't like zombie shit.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know
think
what?
they grabbed him just because of the star power.
Yeah, the name carried it.
Who is he? Glenn.
Glenn,
Yeah.
No,
Asian.
And he just
Yeah.
won an Oscar, right?
No.
Did he
Didn't he win an Oscar or got nominated?
No.
for that show?
I could. Maybe it was an Emmy.
I don't know.
I know he's on stage getting an award for something.
I was Emmy.
He's a good
And
actor.
Because I know
that's
he had
true.
the show with the other Asian actress
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
Netflix that had a lot of buzz.
Maybe that's. I think that's why. I think it's totally of who he is and who they think he gonna bring in.
They got it.
Yeah.
I'm like that
Yeah.
though. You know what? You know why I don't like Sentry? I just figured it out. It's not even that I don't like him. I dated a girl that was her favorite superhero.
Really?
Yeah, that's her favorite superhero.
That's something that you don't really hear.
Word.
Yeah.
Century is.
Y'all know who she is. Chris's birthday barbecue. That was her favorite.
Oh no,
that was her favorite.
You don't really hear that much.
Bedbugs.
Because I didn't know Sentry before I was like, oh, Sentry, who's that? And then I had to look it up. And
Yeah, that's
find out
most
who he
people's
was.
response.
He's whack.
And I only know Century because I like the Incredible Hulk, and they had probably one of the bigger fights of the history.
That won't translate on screen.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna make him a super soldier type thing.
yeah.
They're probably gonna
We'll
scale
see.
him down, but
Thor 5.
All
That's
right.
the last thing I think.
Yeah, Thor. I don't really want to even talk about Thor.
John Wick 5.
It's John Wick
getting
5
ready.
is in the works apparently.
yeah.
Who else is he gonna kill?
The cameraman.
Nah.
You gotta break the fourth wall, start shooting at us in the
The
audience.
motherfucker gonna come out the screen. Bah, 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 bah.
So are we to believe that he did not die?
Who knows?
To be determined.
I got to watch it again because somebody was in comments or something online. And they were talking about you got to watch the dog's reaction at his funeral. So I got to rewatch it and see. Yeah, something maybe I missed.
Yeah,
I think
They said watch
I
the
just
dogs.
recently watched it.
They
I
were
watched
like,
that throwing
they
3
said
times.
watch the dog's reaction at the funeral.
You know what? I had read, this is months ago, that the movie's about trying to find John Wick because
Yeah, that's what part 5 is supposed to
something
be.
happens and they try to go find him, and he's like, he
happened
used that
to Bruce Lee.
opportunity to disappear.
He comes back. He draws him back.
He's not even going to be in a movie for like a whole 45 minutes. Or
Because
something.
I would be okay if they decided to focus on somebody else.
Well, they got the ballerina.
I think you
forgot
can.
all about that.
I think you can spread that universe and can continue moving that IP forward. Yes, we all want to see Keanu Reeves,
Damn, another fashion.
I want to see him retired.
but yeah, at some point,
Let him retire.
yeah, at some point, it's gonna be damn. You 75, you in your you in the 6th, 7th John Wick movie,
He gonna be an assassin with near sight.
and I get it, but that's a lot of toll for him doing his own stunts too.
Now, who,
We
like,
gotta get him somebody to
Somewhere Sylvester Stallone took heed to what you just said, man.
get.
Oh, I forgot we watched Expendables 4. I forgot all about that. movie.
Right, and that
terrible.
felt over the hill.
Oh my god, that was bad.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it, but
That shit-
I could tell
That
it
shit
felt
came
over
over
the hill.
Sci-Fi Network.
I ain't gonna hold you.
At some point, it
You
got to
never seen
pass.
none of them.
It got to pass off the torch. You can keep that universe going and make money. It's just you got to pass that torch.
Who would you put in that world?
They've been introduced so many characters. They introduced the young Japanese girl who father died, or no, did he die?
We don't
Just
know.
have Van
Oh yeah,
Damme
yeah.
look for him.
That
He did die, right? Yeah.
Brian. Have
They-
Jean-Claude just search for him.
They got Commons
he got some
character
good-
that
some
they
good
dropped
back.
off. Commons character never.
No,
came.
he died.
He didn't
Yeah, he
die.
died,
He didn't
remember?
die.
He died.
He
Yeah, he
didn't.
did.
Yeah, he did. He put the in his.
Yes, and he said you can either come after me or you can go to the hospital. You have like certain amount of time before you bleed out.
That was part 2, right?
That was
He
the second
said,
one.
"Consider this a
And
courtesy."
he said consider this a courtesy.
I'm thinking about the other movie. Damn, the one with Nigga Neeson in it.
What?
Run All Night. Brian, he called him that.
I don't. I can't rock with Liam Neeson anymore.
Nigga,
But there's other characters. I'm trying to remember the third movie who was in that. But
Halle
either way,
Berry was in there.
Halle
Yeah,
Berry was
yeah,
in
so
He
it.
would have had a real good
Sophie,
story.
I think her name was.
Yeah,
But who? Like, I'm saying, well, like,
you could do any of them. I would be
So-
okay with the young girl, the young Japanese woman.
I got.
Oh yeah, because she said she.
Yeah.
That's called, he said I'll see you again.
Yeah,
So there you go. You can start.
I would do that.
I got two.
and let him go
scenarios.
after old boy.
I got 2 scenarios for you. Do you do that like we just been saying, right? That's in this hand, or do you get another young actor and show the process that John Wick went through with a new person to show how he
So a
got to where he
prequel,
was?
a prequel.
Not necessarily a prequel, but a continuation. But we see the beginning stages of somebody like that.
No, I'd rather if it's not a prequel, let it be that Asian chick.
Why would you want to do a prequel to John Wick?
I said if it's not a prequel.
I said that's what I'm saying. Why would you want to see a prequel though?
Because I think we want to see how he became Baba Yaga. We want to see where he started from to how he became this infamous. We want to see him first stab that guy in the neck with a pencil that everybody keep talking about for the first time.
I want to see that.
And that impossible mission
another
that he had that wasn't supposed to be done, but he did it and got out.
I want to see
him meeting the girl.
I want to see it through another person's eyes. That same scenario, but through another set of eyes.
I don't think you can mimic his scenario. Then it kind of degrades. It kind of makes his scenario less valid.
Not really. I mean, 'cause if you're showing, because the ballerina's coming out next, and they're going to show how she gets trained up to being able to do what she do. So I wouldn't mind seeing the Continental.
I don't know if that's coming out.
It is.
It is. It's going to drop. That's done. That's been done for like a year.
It's done.
Maybe
It's
even
actually
longer
release
than that.
date.
Because that was the first thing
too
that was
long
supposed
to be sitting
that was the first one done. That was the first one thing they announced
before the Continental.
before the Continental.
Man,
And they never put it out. They made the Continental.
But you also got to remember she was making that that one Marilyn Monroe movie.
Hold on, I'll put it out.
And she had all that stuff got announced around Oscar time, so you know she wasn't behind no
Who you
lens.
talking about?
Ana de Armas.
She not in that?
Yeah,
She is the ballerina.
She's the lead.
Yeah.
Oh, then they just changed it.
No, it's always been her.
We riding by a Superman villain. It's almost midnight.
Yeah, we can go past it. Let's go. Let's finish up with that and go to sports.
Draymond choking people.
Yeah.
That's really the big thing.
Draymond put the rear naked choke on.
I am all for him.
Melvin Green, man.
Rudy
That's his
Gobert.
name. Melvin.
All right.
So it started with Klay Thompson tussling with, who was he tussling with? I can't remember.
Jaden McDaniels.
And they're
McDaniels.
grabbing on each other, ripping each other's jerseys, just getting a little chip, as they call it, chippy. And then it gets into an actual tussle. And then Draymond, out of nowhere, he put that chokehold on quick, too. He came over and he got
That motherfucker laced them black high top Air Force Ones.
Draymond gonna be playing Black Air Force.
he got five game suspension.
But I think they had beef, and that was his opportunity.
Yeah.
No, yeah, remember because he clowned for crying on TV like 2 years ago.
Yeah, for not making all.
I ain't mad at Draymond for doing what he did, though.
Nobody is.
I ain't mad. 'Cause I would say the damn thing. You gotta protect your teammates.
But then see,
And they always had beef, so it was like.
if I was
he
Rudy
took it.
Gobert, them two soft motherfuckers,
That's
Cat
why even more mad.
and Anthony Edwards, y'all ain't even choke him or nothing. Y'all just sitting there holding them. I'd have swung on them back in the locker room.
Oh, why did they turn into Craig and what was the boy Roach?
They Roach.
Nah, I got.
Craig and Roach.
Yeah, Craig. And
Y'all just sitting there.
yeah, just gonna let her take me around my car like that.
I gotta send y'all this picture. It looked like he giving him a shave. That's the funniest one I've seen.
They're getting it right there. Right there.
Shape up.
Yo,
This,
He got the straight
thing had
razor.
me dying.
it was the one I saw one meme that had Draymond like Damon from Friday, where it had both of them. It had Draymond.
No, it was Jody. It was Jody and Melvin.
Mm-hmm.
And
Didn't hold on. Didn't Melvin lick the top of his
Yes,
head?
I was just getting ready to say that. He's like, you little chocolate bunny rabbit.
Jody.
That's right, call for mom.
That's right. Call for your mama, Jody.
Yeah,
Your
he-
little Jody.
He did too much to him, man. That was just too
I
much.
told you on the set I had to fight him, dog. Look at my head, man.
That part was that one in the script.
I was like, John Singleton, fuck this shit.
That was just carry over from Holiday Heart.
I got the bite.
I just sent y'all the meme about him shaving him up. That thing's stupid, man. It's stupid. But yeah, so 5-game suspension.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I ain't fucking with y'all.
Oh no.
That's how Sealy was doing.
Harpo, don't beat
Yeah. So
next.
Draymond, let's real quick. Just Draymond as a player, okay? I think
I don't want him on my team.
it's a
Liability.
Man.
I do and I don't.
I
He's a
feel like
liability.
it's a double
him.
edged sword. It's a
You
double
want
edged
somebody
sword.
that's
He's a
going to ride
liability.
with you like
It's
that.
either you like him to be on your team, but he may mess up at the wrong point where you're in that 2016
And he
finals.
has done it already. Yeah,
But wait,
exactly, yeah.
now are all the teams who win? What do they normally have on the team?
Goon.
Exactly. What Kobe had our test crazy ass. Jordan had what Oakley and motherfucking Dennis Rodman.
And Scottie Pippen.
Who LeBron had?
Who the fuck? Chris Bosh, huh?
No.
Christina Bosh.
LeBron James had the NBA because if you watch a lot of
Devontae
LeBron James highlights when he's playing for Miami, a lot of people was watching him score. A lot of people was not playing defense on him. They were letting him score. They was like, man, I'm not building no poster.
He 285 pounds.
He ain't jump. They saw what he did to the Boston Celtics that time. He dunked on all 5 of them. They said, no more posters for me. I ain't playing no defense.
What Tim Duncan had Bruce Bowen
Yeah, well, Bruce Brown was just
kicking niggas in nuts and shit.
He was putting his foot under people. That's
that's
scary,
what he was
man.
doing. He was doing that.
Like, all right, look,
30.
the ones who just won championships, the Bucks had who?
Bobby Portis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Port.
You know, Portis.
And who won
Break the
last
tape.
year?
Who won last year? Oh, no,
No,
yeah,
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
That was Jokic all the way.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's his brothers. Yeah, his brothers in the audience.
Yo, when I be looking at Jokic and I look at the two, I said they must be here eat our food because they buff and he all Pillsbury
The
Doughboys.
thing that messed me up is when they said that they grabbed up Twitter just to check the Morris brother. They said this is Jokic's brothers. I said, oh my god! I'd have been like, let me go ahead and
We
scoop
want
that
this
out.
They built a little different in Eastern Europe.
You
So.
got that right.
Of course,
There ain't no.
They
such-
drop
don't-
bombs
they
on
don't
people
do
over
fear.
there.
They do fear different over
they
there.
said send the location. We'll kill you.
All right. Yeah. Let's transition to wrestling from wrestling. Draymond was wrestling in
And I
motherfucker,
promise next
so
week we'll
now we're
get
going
to,
to transition to
We'll get the Monarch and what's the name next?
to wrestling.
Monarch and Thanksgiving.
I'm already disappointed.
Man, that's the first time doing the voice, man. I thought you was gonna be here on the whole show doing it.
Nah, he should have did that when he called me Pennywise earlier.
If I hear a clown,
Or when I say damaging.
I'm not gonna leave that one alone. So yeah, wrestling. AEW pay-per-view last night. Didn't watch it. Watched some highlights.
I watched half of it.
I will say that Swerve and
Hangman.
Hangman Page was overkill. Cinder blocks,
Turn my stomach.
chairs.
So while it was a gruesome match, a lot of people online are praising Swerve Strickland right now.
Yeah, he did his thing.
And
He just stepped up a whole lot.
I see a title match.
I don't see it.
I do. I see a title match in
They're
his
going
near
to
future.
have to do
You're
something
right.
with him.
You're right. It is
He
gonna be a
already pointed out that
TNT title.
he should have.
All right, cool.
No, I think it's gonna be no.
He'll be-
No, I think it's
Bro.
gonna be world because he said that
But-
I would have been world champion by now if I was afforded what you've been afforded. And so I think by him saying that and giving him anything less, at least a title shot,
He gonna be fighting Orange Cassidy.
If he show up,
it's
if he
gonna
show-
be a bad. It's gonna be a black eye for AEW.
If he don't show, if he show
Pun
up,
intended. Pun
if
intended.
him and Prince Nana show up on Impact and he beat Alex Shelley, he comes
No,
on.
it's not Impact. It's gonna be for MJF's belt.
They ain't doing that. They kissing his ass.
So-
He already lost the match to
MJF
Mm-hmm.
has now been the longest reigning. I think after this pay-per-view,
Yep.
he's the only one that had it for
not when he
a
beat.
year plus.
Yeah, when he beat Omega. What was it? A month ago?
champion for over a year.
Yeah,
And no other there's been no other champion that long.
I did not know that.
he's trying to catch Roman.
Good luck with that.
That ain't happening. I think he's gonna lose it next year, right before whatever happens with his contract.
He might have already lost it had Adam Cole been healthy.
Possibly. Well, no, I don't think they were going to change that story
Adam
up line. I think they were going to keep that storyline going for a
think
little
so?
bit. Yeah, I don't think they were. I think that's who he was going to lose it to.
Who, Cole?
Adam Cole.
I do too. I don't think it would.
I think it was going to be a betrayal.
I know who he losing it to. Fucking Edge, Adam Copeland. Watch.
I don't think so.
That would be
Watch.
typical AEW.
It should be Christian. Damn it.
It should be Swerve.
Whoever gets that belt off, I don't think Swerve is going to get the belt off MJF, but
Christian.
I think whoever does get it loses to Swerve.
So Swerve gonna beat.
He's in waiting.
I don't know what the hell.
Swerve gonna be TNT champion, or he gonna be the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight champion.
Nah.
He ain't
They gonna have
be
to do
in
something with him.
They're gonna have to make.
TBS TV champion.
That's the
TBS,
women.
That's what he gonna be. He gonna be
TBS?
TBS TV
That's the
champion.
He gonna beat Julia Hart.
Swerve done put too much pressure on him now, though.
He did. That's what I'm saying.
I hope that's
he
the
didn't put
case.
it. He didn't voice it out.
I hope that's the case.
How many times have you seen that though?
But
Beat that ass though.
but it's gonna look bad.
Powerhouse
because-
Hobbs was running around there doing the same
But
shit.
Powerhouse Hobbs don't have
Bro, we had
he don't have the
For 2 months,
the ring. He don't have the ring. He doesn't have the what's I'm talking about, the mic abilities of Swerve. He doesn't have the Swerve has
Swerve can actually wrestle.
crowds. He has even though he's the heel,
Charisma.
he has the charisma. He has the crowds rooting for him, doing the dance with Nana. Everything
Nana
is in his
dance.
favor, even though he's the heel.
But has Hobbs
dance-
given the opportunity though?
But
his
Hobbs
dance
has
is
been
second to,
become champion and still is not a compelling person. To me, they're starting to make him compelling, but he hasn't been compelling.
I think they gave him the Here Man Damn title.
He was only compelling when it was Ricky Stark involved. And Ricky Stark about to go to WWE. He taking too many photos with WWE.
Yeah, he out.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that they don't put people of color in the forefront at AEW.
And I think him voicing that is now put a timeline.
I hope so.
I think so.
I hope so because what's her name?
Who just got injured?
Big Swole got shown the door when she said this stuff,
Yeah. They ain't even-
and she didn't won because of her. That's
Who?
Big Swole.
He said the
Exactly.
same thing.
Exactly. She was feuding with Britt Baker when she tore
okay.
ACL
Okay.
back during the COVID days.
Oh, okay. That came in the AEW a little before Punk. No, that was 2021,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, I came in probably after she
That's
left.
exactly what happened. She ain't there. She said something about that,
Yep.
and they let her go. I
Fired.
think
No, she
Swerve-
said something after.
Yeah,
She spoke after she got let go.
because of that. But I really think that with Swerve, they have to really,
I hope so.
they have to put some eyes on him because
Would've thought they did the
he's
same thing
probably,
with Jay.
honestly, next to MJF, he's probably the most compelling guy that got over there right now.
and Jay was
Well, now Will Ospreay's there, so I can see an Ospreay. I can see an
I
Ospreay.
keep disrespecting Christian
Swerve.
on this table, man.
Well,
Christian is good, but
he's already established.
Will
I'm
Ospreay
not-
is gonna beat Swerve and take him out of the number one contender.
sure?
Watch it happen.
Ask Jay White that.
He gonna
You sure?
I
he
think
gonna hit him. He gonna hit him with Stormbreaker after a hell of a match.
You still that's probably what's going to happen.
It's gonna be a 5-star classic.
I mean,
and
honestly,
he's still gonna get
I'm
pinned.
not knocking Christian. He's good. He's doing what he's thinking. I'm just looking at what Swerve's doing right now.
If Wednesday night, if Swerve don't come out and get an MJF face, it ain't gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna be the soon
It
because
has
they got
to
a
be.
Samoa Joe storyline that they about to push.
But they put Wardlow in this.
Correct.
They put Wardlow,
is
Jay
about to drop
White,
off. Wardlow's gonna drop off. Watch.
Samoa Joe, Wardlow. Who else? He wrestled somebody.
Whole damn locker room.
He wrestled somebody. He been
I
wrestling.
think even
Omega?
I think Omega.
Yeah, Kenny
But
Omega
he did
got
that already.
infused
Yeah,
into all this, and he had a couple of matches on Collision with people who I can't remember.
yeah.
Like
Did he have something with
they've
the
already,
BCC?
yeah, maybe I don't know. But they've integrated so many people
I just think
into the feud while he's been champion that it just would not surprise me if Swerve got overlooked.
AEW so all
Again,
over the place.
I don't think he beats MJF.
I
think
Go ahead.
it's the next person after MJF who he beats.
even if him and Samoa Joe cut a promo against each other and Swerve come out there and shut the whole thing down, I still don't think he gets that match. I don't think he gets that win
He's gonna get a title shot.
at the Christian.
Well, we will see. We will have
It's
to
gonna
Other
be-
than that guy gonna
It's gonna be Christian or Eddie Kingston.
Okay. Okay.
Oh God,
Eddie
I want to see motherfucker actually
Newport
Kingston.
King?
And he might even squash Eddie Kingston.
No, you're not.
He might. He might squash Eddie Kingston and he'll beat Christian, but it'll be on Collision.
He gonna hit him with the butters, man.
So another title champion changing hands. My girl, Julia Hart, won the women's the TBS
Yeah.
championship.
And my girl, Toni Storm,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
won the other one.
The only thing I didn't like about that is y'all put it on her car sheet again just to turn around and take it.
Yeah.
I don't
Transitional champion.
Stop doing her like that. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm wondering about Sheeta too because on her Instagram she is like made history this night, about to make history again. So I don't know if she gonna mess around and be in WWE with Asuka and them like how they used to be or what.
I'm okay with it.
I would 100% would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Aiden did her
She
real wrong.
She gonna be taking more sultry pictures.
But I love me some Julia Hart. That's my girl.
Now they're starting to push her now.
Her character is great.
She's the only one from that little group that made it.
Yeah.
With the House of Black.
No, the one with
From the Varsity Blondes.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was in another group, wasn't she?
Yeah.
That's right. But what's the name is in WWE now?
he ain't doing too good.
Where he belong?
He not doing too
Was it
good.
Alexi?
Lexi Queen?
Yeah,
Lexi
I don't think people buying it.
Well, he's only been on TV twice, right?
I think he been more than that, but it ain't.
I had 2 matches.
But I think he been on TV. I think he had the promo.
I know he's involved with Trick and
Yeah.
Mello. So that's the top tier of the
Like you just
NXT.
coming in and you going to that already?
The only way you go other than that is Dragunov.
They gonna make him go against Baron Corbin.
That's even better.
That's what Grand Corbin down there to put
Yeah.
on over.
Baron Corbin is a heat magnet right now. He like, man, I don't care.
The
what
heat
times
magnet is Tozawa. That boy got all the juice right
yo.
now.
Who's this?
He got me
Tozawa.
hollering though. He got me hollering.
What did he do?
When he had that and he had the belt, he was like,
Ting, chung.
I put it up in the group. He had me hollering.
Are you talking about the
Tozawa. You know,
He had a segment backstage. He had
man.
the belt. And,
he been killing
do
it
that.
backstage. Lately.
Yeah.
That is
Funny.
like one. I think that's one of the things they was like. They said, Chad, we need to cool you down for just a little bit because we want Gunther to break
He got
this
the
record.
sauce right now, man.
They say we want Gunther to break this record. We want you to just chill with Tozawa for a minute. Because Chad Gable, he cut that one promo when he stopped smiling and he was getting real. I said, oh, this man.
I'm mad that
Gunther.
didn't he fight him twice? Or he just fought him the one time? I thought he fought
I
him
think
twice.
fought
He lost
him
both
twice.
times, right?
Yeah.
He one was
No, he won. He won by counter or something like that, right? Didn't he?
Oh, but that didn't give him
No.
the belt. Okay.
But then when they fought in that title match, he damn near suplexed him everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think they'll give it to him at Mania.
We'll
Maybe.
see.
Maybe.
We'll see. All right. Anything else?
We got a lot that we left on the table. We probably got to get back to
next
week.
week.
We
Yeah.
ain't
Let's
talking
call it
about
today.
no NFL, no injuries.
Ain't nothing really happening.
We ain't talking about Joe Burrow.
Get well, Joe Burrow.
We'll talk about that next week.
Shut
We'll
up,
throw all
bro.
that shit. We'll throw all that shit next week.
You gonna be more emotionally was it resolved after that?
And we play the Steelers next. I ain't even fucking talking about football.
Where's that button?
Sorry.
Baron, you got that one?
Let me see what I got here. What's this one?
That's no. That is not the one. That is not how I feel.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, still next week's later. All right, so episode 55,
55, 55, episodio.
Watchers Podcast.
WATCH, HARDR-Z.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram.
Not Pornhub.
I'm Tavon, Tri-State. What the fuck is my
Underscore.
Tri-State
tip.
underscore tip
Yeah.
on Instagram.
The damaging. Yeah.
The damaging, ladies and gentlemen. What's your Instagram?
Pennywise Clown. It's Smitty Green Giant, man.
Smitty Green Giant, ladies and gentlemen.
Smitty Wood 365.
No relation.
No.
None.
No relation. Damn, they're looking like.
I might change the thing next year.
Oh no.
And Corey, where can they find you at?
Corey J on Instagram.
And I'm Tiger Helly 19, Snapchats, IGZ, Facebook by way of the government, Jason Williams. Follow the stripes.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Eat lots of turkey, or if you're vegan, don't eat lots of turkey and you do your thing.
And
enjoy your
watch
family.
War Games Saturdays.
Yeah.
Static my head.
That's right. I forgot the Survivor Series next week.
Yes. We're gonna try to do something, but stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna find out next week.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, we out.
Everybody have fun.
Peace.
Thanksgiving, bitch.